This is 50.
Very appropriate.
Okay.
Very
Okay.
appropriate.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
Not with the hype. The hype.
That was well timed.
Huh?
That was well timed.
But you guys, if you didn't hear what I did, let's hear what I did.
This is 50.
Come on, 50th
Hey,
episode. Let's go.
hey, 50-50.
Real necessary. I got it to this episode. Not with the hype. The hype.
Man, I can't believe we made it here, yo.
We knew it would happen. It happened.
How you feeling, Brandon?
Not well. I will. Don't worry, I'll talk. I'm not in good shape, but it doesn't matter. Stay through this episode.
No, don't worry. We'll get you lit right now.
Get you.
Come on, get up. Wake up.
Hey.
Drive the bus a little bit. Drive the bus. It's a birthday pod for you. Shout out to our guy.
Brampton's finest.
She wanna fuck with me, but I don't got the time. Just hopped off a
Okay,
private
there we go.
plane.
Turn me up.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cause I don't like to drive.
Gotta turn the headphones up for him, you know?
And we gon' fill 'em up with vibes.
I think we. Are you feeling the vibes? Did I wake you up?
Oh, now I'm up right now.
Give him some dolls, yo.
Did you drink your whole coffee?
No, I did not drink the coffee.
Drink the
I
coffee,
do need
man.
the coffee.
Yeah.
It's hitting me though. The caffeine's getting to me right now.
In a good way?
If you guys didn't know, my birthday was yesterday. I'm turned. I'm still turned. It's Shaq, Bird, Brampton, and Gavi.
Off my game.
Not with the hype. The
Wagwan,
hype.
Gavi.
Well, go on.
The world general speaking.
Yes. What's good? What's up?
Of course, the birthday boy. Happy birthday.
Appreciate that. Appreciate it.
Barely.
How you doing? You made it. You're alive. The DACAs is on.
Listen,
The DACAs is on.
Got the Advil, the DACAs.
The DACAs, of course, for a special occasion because we have some video and whatnot. But
So are you being Hollywood or are you being hungover?
I'm very hungover. I'm very hungover. And I'll be honest about it, right?
Yeah.
I'm very not in good shape right now. But shout out to everyone that came out. All my people, of course, when I had the cake, everyone was saying, Brampton's finest. I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't know you listened to the pod. Okay, thanks for that, But at the same time, not well, man. But
Yeah.
great time with friends.
Well,
of
no,
course.
we'll get into it. And of course, I'm here as well.
Shop like Shaq. You.
In attendance, we also have. I was about to say girlfriend.
Nah, don't mess up.
No, do your thing.
We got fiance in the building.
got fiance Ashley.
shout out to Ashley.
Wave to the crowd, please.
She's waving.
They
you go.
can't see it. We don't have multicam yet.
That was the point.
We got one cam so far. We don't have the multi-
Yeah.
And of course, we have our camera guy, like I teased last week.
Yes.
Logan is joining us. So if you're on YouTube watching us, shout you out as well as thank you, Logan, for joining us.
Hey,
Thank you, Logan.
Round of applause for this man.
Yeah, applause.
Applause,
My
you know?
applause. I'm not my game.
It's all good.
I'm a
It's
little
all good.
delayed. It's been
We
a
got
long.
you.
It's been a long week.
We got you.
It's been a long week. But yeah, he's our U.S. illegal alien who's currently invaded our space to help us with the pod.
Yeah,
Wolverine.
Don't tell Trump.
Come
Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Are you gonna try out a couple nicknames? See
I'm
what
gonna
sticks?
try a few nicknames.
Wolverine,
Of course,
we'll see.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
Wolverine's one. We'll see. I don't know.
We'll see.
get to
We'll
it.
see what sticks. Yeah.
Govy, how was your week?
Yes.
Or SeaWorld. This man from Orlando.
SeaWorld.
I'm gonna find something. Don't worry. We got it.
Call him Disney.
Yeah. Call him Walt.
Walt.
Shout out to Walt. But yeah, the week was all right, man. The week's been good. I don't even. This week flew by, man. It's been crazy,
busy.
but
Man, quick week.
yeah, it's been a quick week, but gotta give a shout out to my sister. She was in town with her fiance this past weekend. We were celebrating Thanksgiving. She had her engagement party, so shout out to Big Sis.
Okay, a couple gunshots.
Yeah.
We're both engaged.
Yeah, so we're both engaged. So the family, ton up. It was
Did you guys plan? Oh, did you plan it with her fiance?
nah. But it was.
Your dad.
Oh,
Your dad's on the deadline. Like,
The
both you guys
original
are deadline?
Jamaican Dandada.
I'm not
Gotta
gonna.
be this.
That's perfect timing because my dad is the original Don Dada, But Pops is super happy, man. It was good to see him in good spirits. His health kind of goes up and down, so this was good
Right.
to see him
That's really nice.
just happy with everything going on with the family. So it was blessed. Good time, man. Good week. You know what I mean?
Okay, work was good. Was it blessed?
Yeah, got some news on some collab stuff that's happening with Virgil.
Oh, is this what you're?
Give us the exclusives. Give us all the exclusive information.
I mean, I guess I hope I can put this out there. If not,
Don't worry, nobody listens to our podcast.
No one listens to the podcast anyway, so whatever.
Timothy Fox. Timothy Fox
Yeah,
is from
Shout out to my boy Tim, yo. Shout out to Tim.
the one man that was watching Patrick's live. Timothy Fox, definitely.
But so everyone knows I work for the Blue and Yellow IKEA, and we did a collab with Virgil Abloh and its Off-White brand. So that's gonna be dropping November 1st. So
Can you give me something?
no, I cannot.
He said he can't even get
I can't even get it for myself.
Yeah.
But if you
That's
do
how
want to get
exclusive
it,
it is.
you can only get it in stores. So if you're in the GTA, there's 3 different stores you can go to. Or if you're somewhere else in Canada, you find the closest store to you. You got to line up from 6 a.m. on November 1st. And they'll be giving them out to first come, first serve, while supplies last type of thing.
Shout out to Virgil, man. Like,
So,
how many
yeah,
people line up
Virgil's
just
been
like-
killing it, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't wait till I can like the people. Somebody does like a deep dive on his story because I'd like to
Facts.
see Wagwan how he became like
man has
the
people-
Off-White just came out of nowhere to me.
Yeah, right?
know what I mean?
You
it's
got to be
nuts.
celebrated that people are standing outside of IKEA like they're lining up to get J's.
Right?
Like,
Like,
IKEA.
it's crazy.
You
It's crazy.
definitely are a different breed, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what's going on, and just work's been busy, but, we're here, man.
Lit. I'm happy. I'm happy. Now I'm happy that Brandon came here because
Dedication.
last night was rough. We saw this guy. the rise and decline of Brampton's
Facts.
finest last night was something to see.
Facts.
You saw me when I was good.
Then I saw you when we weren't so
wasn't-
good.
When you were Driss, yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So once again, I'm talking about a week though. Let's get into the week. Great week. Last weekend, Thanksgiving was beautiful. My girl, obviously, I went to her family's event. Obviously, she came to mine too.
Okay.
I had a football tournament in Markham, not too far. Fletcher's Field is not too far from here.
Yeah, I know. It's literally around the corner.
Yeah, literally. And really? It's that close?
Really
Damn.
close, like 5 minutes.
So I had a national tournament. So my team, we played the teams from like Winnipeg and Vancouver, and we got to the semis of our division, which is this like second tier, first division.
Yeah.
And we lost. It was tragic. But once again, I had a tournament, crazy. Thanksgiving, crazy. This entire week would lead up pretty much was really, really crazy too. But a lot going on, man. Especially in just a lot going on. But once again, I can't really remember too much from last night.
Yesterday was your actual birthday,
Actually,
right?
yeah, yes,
Yeah,
yesterday
was
That's
your-
the first time I've actually done something on my actual
rare.
birthday.
Wow. rare.
Yeah, it's a rare occurrence.
Yeah, so that was pretty crazy.
So what'd you do? Because from what I heard, you were drinking since 6, and I saw you at like 9. I saw you at 9.
Okay, so
9:30.
correction. I said that, but I was drunk. So correction. I started drinking at around 7.
Yeah.
At my girl's place, and then we went to
Just you two?
just us two. Yeah.
Shots or drinks?
We,
Lovely cocktails?
Mango, sake. I can't. When I'm talking
Mango
right now,
sake?
it's making me sick, so I don't want to talk too much. But it was mango Ciroc.
Oh,
Ooh.
Well, yeah, we had the. Wow.
She knows that
Yes.
Brandon loves the mango Ciroc.
mango Ciroc
Mango
is
Ciroc
key.
is-
That's always his request when somebody goes to the States.
That's why when I was in Orlando, shout out to Logan Wolverine. I literally went to Walmart and got it for $25, right? And that's
Great
the
deals
same
over
thing
there.
We have, right?
Wait, hold on. Sorry, it's in Walmart?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can go to get liquor
Legitimately
in Walmart.
No,
I'm sorry,
but
I
like
was in Hawaii.
Ciroc?
Yeah, you can
Damn,
get like
okay.
bottles over
I
there.
know it's on my wish list when I go. All right.
I'm a noodle today. I'm not in good shape, but I said Orlando. I was actually Hawaii. Hawaii I went to and Walmart got this stuff. Okay? That was recent. That was in December.
Jesus.
And I still have the bottle. But no, it was crazy. Last night was really nice. A lot of friends came out. You guys came out, obviously.
Where did you go?
Went to Spin Toronto.
Spin. Yeah, that's right.
Toronto, my fault.
For the people that don't know what spin is, please explain.
So Spin is almost like a modern. It's a ping pong spot with hip hop playing with a bar. It's a bar and grill. Really nice place.
Is there?
There was no
you can get
grill.
food.
There was
I'm
no
pretty sure
grill.
it's just bar.
It was literally on Google. It's listed as bar and grill.
I saw
Correct me
no
this.
food.
There was no grill. I
I
saw
saw
bar.
no food. Yeah.
I saw bar.
There's a bar. There's still food there. So
Okay.
You can order.
I
and
didn't
wait for
see
it.
it.
Yo, you were there for like 20 minutes. All right. Anyway, so you guys came out too. No, it was fun. It was fun. We got 2 tables and a lot of people. I think around 45 people showed up. I actually counted. A lot of my friends came out. A lot of friends I haven't seen in a while too. So like it's funny. One of my best friends, Jasper, literally said, "Yo, you have so many different circles of friends, but like." Everyone meshes, everyone's like cool together, right?
Yeah,
it's
it's true.
really cool.
Because you said like those football.
Yeah, the
Mustang
football,
people or
Mustang.
something.
Yeah,
Mustangs.
Mustang. Shout out to Marco
I
Mustangs.
saw people like Andrew Brown that I know
Yeah.
through you. Shout
Right.
out to him.
Shout out to Andrew
that I
Brown.
don't
Shout out to
really
my
see.
godson Xander. Thank you for blessing me. Yeah. So so many friends from different. Like my friend from kindergarten was there, right? My friend Jordan was.
Your
crazy.
university and pod buddies.
Yeah,
University
you know what I
buddy,
mean?
of course. Alex Merlo. Shout out to Alex Merlo, friend of the pod.
Yeah,
Freshly
yeah.
engaged as well.
Freshly engaged.
I'm
yeah.
talking too much, so Shaq, you can.
He's like, take care of this. I don't want to do it no more.
So one thing,
But it was crazy though, man. Definitely one of the best birthday parties I've had.
Oh, I didn't
Until
finish
I
it because I can finish the story
Yeah,
because
we'll
you
finish it
blacked
for-
out at some
yeah.
point. So
Yeah, I did.
I
I didn't black out. Correction. I don't black out. All right.
Okay.
I fell asleep. Okay. So I took at the club.
You just took a nap. You took a.
Did I take a nap?
I didn't see
first of
that.
all-
You were slumping.
was
You were
slumping.
getting there. We're like, okay, it's time for you to go home. But
Yeah,
the reason why we even got there is because there was a point where we started giving you water, and then you ended up going to the washroom with your girl.
How many times?
I don't know how many times, but there was the one time that I saw you left,
Yeah.
and then the bouncer came up to me
said,
and is
"Get
like,
all over
"Yo, your buddy puked all over the bathroom doors and inside the bathroom.
Are you serious?
This
He's
guy.
got to go,
This
I
guy.
puked on the doors.
allegedly."
Yeah. Can we
I did
rewind
not-
one
no,
second?
you just- that's for content. I did not.
Hold on.
I
Let me-
did
That is not for
I did not
content.
puke. I
That
didn't
is
know
not
this.
for
I didn't know
content.
this
That
is news to me.
This guy.
I puked in the.
No, you missed.
I did.
Oh,
That's
you
crazy, man.
You're representing your
This
town
is
well.
news to me, man.
Brampton's
Yo, let me rewind one second.
Embarrassing.
Let me rewind this for you 1 second.
Yes.
So before you got to that point, I was trying to save you. Both Ashley and I, we tried to save you.
Really?
So
Thanks, Ashley.
you were talking to me,
Nguyen
and
was
you
trying
were
to
like,
murder you.
yeah, you
Your
were
boy was
wobbling,
trying to murder
right?
you.
You were like side to side, not even side to
For
side.
everyone
you were
listening,
kind of like
for
every
everyone
motion.
listening, dead ass. I didn't. Once again, I don't know any of this. This is news to me. This is new content coming down. Go ahead.
So you were like talking to me, and like your eyes were glazed over, like you were gone,
Okay.
and I could smell like vomit, but you didn't throw up yet. But I could smell like, you know, when someone throws up and it's still on their breath. So that's when I started giving
Am I
you
just
water.
here to get roasted? Okay,
No,
go ahead.
that's when like remember I was like,
Started
yo,
getting
get some water, right? I don't know if you remember,
remember
that.
that.
Okay.
I don't.
So I took you over because we were about to leave. So I walked over
Was
with
Rudy there
Shaq. We were all leaving
Okay,
at this
cool.
point. So remember at this point I came over to you. I was like,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
take care of this man. I give him some water. Watch this guy.
Right.
Then fast forward.
I didn't even know it was gonna be that bad.
Yeah, I come to find out that you yak all over the
I
place.
said you yacked on the door and inside all. He said all over the washroom and all over the door of the washroom. I was like, holy shit! This guy just projectiling everywhere
This is news
and
to
walked
me.
out like everything's
He's
cool.
just like, he's like, all right, guys, where are we
I
going
remember,
next?
I remember seeing the bouncer, and the bouncer just being like, "Yo, you gotta take off." I'm like, "Yo, I'm having a good time, bro." Like,
You were that guy.
Yeah, but I actually appreciated how respectfully kind he was by coming to me and not making like a
big
confrontational thing.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like, okay, I get it. It's his birthday.
Yeah.
He's fucked up. He's got to go.
yeah. So okay,
So
Awesome.
we took you around. I let you say your goodbyes. I kept on trying to make you move, but you were still having a good time, which is kind of great, I
really,
guess.
I was.
When we finally made it to the exit, you were like, "Where are we going next?" I'm not gonna have any more drinks, but where are we going next? I'm like, okay, hey, you're not drinking no more beer. I don't know if we're going anywhere next.
Cool.
That would have been a bad idea because
Yeah.
you have to dispute an Uber yak charge.
This is all news to me. so anyways, getting from there. So at that point, thanks for leading me to that point. Us leaving, I got the Uber. All right, I don't remember how. I remember I dropped my phone too. Once again, for everyone listening, I'm a really good drinker, and this I just got over a certain point, right? But anyways, I got an Uber. I was with my girl going back to her place, and I remember puking outside of the car, like outside of the Uber,
Yeah.
and on the Uber in a bit. I wake up this morning.
Yeah.
And I realized I thought I got finessed. I'm like, why did I get just charged $150? I got charged $150 for making a mess in that man's Uber. My rating's still really high. I think still have 5 stars.
It's definitely gonna
4
drop off after this. Like that's come on now.
That's not good. But yeah, other than that, just a failure at the end of the night. But everything else was fun. Yeah, that was really fun. So thanks for coming out.
It was a fun night.
Definitely. Shout out to your boy Nguyen, by the way.
Yo,
Yeah,
so
he was
okay.
just
That man,
he,
like,
he
bought
was
the
trying
bar,
to
yo.
pollute everybody.
this is like, when it comes to all my friends coming together, I've really professional friends. They're cool, really astute. And then there's
Astute,
the ones-
good word. Wow.
Then,
Ooh.
then there's some of them that are just in their same bubble. But shout out to Nguyen though. He's one of my best friends.
Yeah,
one of
he's a
my
good guy.
friends.
He's a good dude.
But he had his wisdom teeth taken out yesterday. Was on T3s, was on codeine, and started doing shots. And he bought $500 worth of alcohol
Yep.
yesterday for everyone. And
Yeah,
that's
he didn't
something-
even let me go. I left. I separated from people to go buy myself a drink. I'm
Yeah.
like, let me go get myself a Jack and Coke. He comes to the bar with me, and immediately before the bartender walks away, he's like, "Make it 2." And he's like, "Don't worry, throw it on my tab." Like, jeez.
He got severance pay. He got should I even talk about this?
Nah,
But you guys, probably shouldn't talk about this. But anyways, the point is, the guy's got a lot of money, but once again, he's an idiot. So he got everyone polluted, and I got super polluted too.
Yeah. It was a good
It's
time.
always funny looking at your Instagram and seeing what people post on
The different
Yeah.
perspectives of the night.
And you're trying to piece together the night.
Piece together the night, one thing, and having some pictures of people posted. My eyes look like some of them. My eyes do not look open. Like,
No,
they're
that's
not
what I'm
open.
saying. Your eyes were
Yeah.
not open, bro.
Bro, oh my god.
You weren't
what
even speaking
embarrassing.
English after a while. Like you mumble sometimes as it is, but like, bro, no
It was
English.
no English at all.
No English.
No, I
It was
know.
like
I'm so
a
sorry.
giant like.
I'm embarrassed.
Like I had no idea what you were saying.
I'm embarrassed, but once again, I should have ate more. But listen, this came to the point where I got
Cheesecake
Shaq.
was good though.
Cheesecake was really
Yeah,
good.
shout out. Yeah, that
I
cheesecake.
had one
was
bite
good.
of cheesecake and it was gone.
Had
The
a
next
couple
moment.
bites. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
You guys some cheesecake?
Yeah.
What were you saying?
Man, it was from Cheesecake Factory, by the way. Shout out to Cheesecake. Shout out to my grandma. She got all the cake, everything. She's great. Yes. So there's a point where one of the gifts that was given to me.
Yes.
This is how it was drawn up. I wish she was here to explain.
Okay.
My girl came up to me and said, "Hey, I don't want to fight. Like, you know, I hope this works out. This is a gift for you."
Okay.
And she showed me. She like turned around and on her back there was a tat with my initials, BG, on it.
Damn.
This story time with Brandon.
Fucking right.
Let's do it.
Ooh,
Let's do it. I think this
the
is
music. Good.
Yeah.
It's
It's
time
for story time with Brandon.
Brampton's finest.
Yeah. So, anyways, I've gotten a lot of many gifts from some people, and of course, some of them have been very, very kind. No,
Right.
very thoughtful, whatnot. But this one definitely had me shook. All right. So
Why were you shook?
Yeah, why were you shook it?
I was gonna answer the question, man. Let me answer the question.
I'm trying to set it up. You know, it's like we're Styles P and Jada kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Gotta go back and forth with the bar.
You know, before the pre-drink, while we were drinking, of course, she's a really good actor. She kind of just got really serious. She's like, "I have something to show you, but I don't want you to be mad." So I'm like, "Okay, like show me. Like, why are you being dramatic?" And she's like, "Are you sure you won't be mad?" I'm like, "I will not be mad at all."
Right.
She turned around and there was a tatted B.
She showed you this in public.
No, this is private.
Oh, okay. Because like she's like, I want to see his reaction. It doesn't matter who sees his
yeah,
reaction.
yeah.
So, no, she did this.
Okay, okay.
Private, and
Private.
it said BG. And she's like, "Do you like it?" I'm like,
That's well timed. Well timed. Well timed.
So I'm like, do I have to get a cereal box tat just like Patrick? Just to kind
Wow.
of reverse it.
First
Do the
off,
same thing.
it's a real. Don't disrespect the tat.
This guy misdirected.
Yeah, this guy missed him.
So I'm in my own head. Like, am I supposed to get my own for my first tattoo for this girl? But I'm like, probably not. I hope it's fake.
Yeah.
In my head.
How, like,
But I
was there
was-
like a big percentage in your head that this might be fake, or were you like,
No,
shit, like
no,
this
I
is
was,
holy
I was like,
shit.
shit, this is fucking real. Like,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
fucking real. And then a second later, she's like, "Don't worry, it's fake."
Oh, she didn't even let it
Oh,
like
she
settle.
didn't-
No,
no,
she,
she
let,
should've
she let it sell for a bit, but
yeah.
she told me it was fake, and I was really relieved. But
Bro,
we
she was
got
really
to-
good because she started playing with everybody else. She
Yeah,
played with
she got
me.
everyone.
She got me.
She got everyone.
She
We were
got
all
me.
shook.
And then
bro.
because she even
We
presented
told
it.
Sim, we told Sim.
Yeah, she presented it in the way where like I told Brandon and I showed him, and his reaction was kind of like, but like I wanted to like show my commitment and blah blah blah.
Yeah, yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like,
That's exactly.
I didn't even know what to say. I don't even remember what I said.
Yeah,
She thinks so. We prank each other sometimes. She thinks she's like the ultimate pranker.
She's pretty good, man.
She got my ass.
She's
She
pretty
got my
good.
I like that. She loves like roasting and
Yeah.
pranking.
She likes to have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a good time, right?
Yeah.
So, but we got Shaq really good though. Like,
No, you
Shaq-
got me. You
Shaq
got me
didn't
for sure.
know-
I was mad.
Shaq didn't know for a good 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
He's
a
like-
while. It was a
he looked
while.
at me. He's like, "How do you feel about it?" I was like, "It's fucking weird." But at the same time,
Oh, when I first
heard
heard it though, I was like, ooh, the content.
The content.
But it's like, okay,
Right?
so this is my question. I'm gonna throw it to you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
If your significant other gets or fiance, same thing.
Same thing, man.
Yeah, same thing.
I'm such a bad shape today. If they get a tat of you, your initials,
Uh,
is there an incentive that you have to reciprocate it? And you'll have
So,
to get it?
so are you saying like, is that top 5 thoughts at that moment? Because I don't think it is for me.
in that moment, you're not
In
thinking
that
that
moment,
top five.
like, I'm
in that moment, I'm thinking like I'm first
thinking that one
shocked
first.
that
Yeah.
you did it.
Yeah.
And then I'm shocked that it's my initials. That I'm not even thinking about like what do I have to do.
No, I think that's top five. I think my
Yeah?
mind would immediately be
Definitely.
like,
So
I gotta get one of these two.
Yeah. That was my reaction. Like,
Yeah.
oh fuck, like do I have to get PC? I don't like to put PC on me. Joking, no, shut up. I would do it.
Do the
I love
president's
President's
choice font.
choice.
you. I love you, but yeah,
President's choice font.
or politically correct. Yeah, so like, same thing. I was like, I literally that's the first time my mind was like,
Yeah.
oh. I mean, I was gonna say like it doesn't look good, like for like make it look
I
better.
don't think you could say that.
Yeah. I should listen to this, but yeah, that was really weird. So I got
Yeah, that was a good joke.
That was a good one. Like she got us all. Like it was like
Yeah,
we were all shook.
oh yeah. By the way, hopefully
what?
when this comes out, Nguyen still doesn't know. So Nguyen right now we're literally
Oh,
playing
he
with it.
still thinks
he
it's-
called me this morning and he's like, "Yo, she really got a tat." Like she texted me. Let me read this out. Let me read the quote. Let me read the text.
This kid is amazing.
Well, he says, "I can't believe she got a tattoo of you. Are you gonna do the same thing?" I haven't responded back yet. So
Wow.
You should just you know what you should I can't even say it because he'll hear it.
He'll-
Yeah, I'll tell you what you should do after.
no, tell me.
Oh,
It's already too late
actually,
because
it's too
it's
late
already
now,
spoiled.
yeah,
Like,
it's already spoiled.
It's too late now. Actually, no, wait.
Jesus, come on, make
Go
up
ahead.
your mind.
Yo, just do a fake one and send him a photo of it. Just be like, so yo, look what I did.
Ah, damn.
Is it believable for Brandon's first tat to be something like that?
No.
I don't know. It's Brandon.
What would Brandon's
What do
first
you mean
tat
it's
be? Because I picture it being like
Like a football?
the big like praying hands on his shoulder.
He's the sixth guy.
With, like,
He's gonna get the sixth guy.
With a 6 on it.
Yeah, probably. I'll probably get the
Or
same
like
thing I have on my
only
chain
the
right now.
strong only the strong survive, like the
yeah.
Iverson
Killer-
one that everybody
yeah.
got.
Killer be killed.
That's zesty.
Yeah.
It'd definitely be something with religion of some sort.
It'd be,
But
it'd be
speaking
like
of some
Speaking of praying hands,
Yeah.
Patrick didn't wear it today.
I didn't wear it today. I
It's
know
the
you
same
seen
drip from Shop Gold.
Same drip.
Let me talk about this.
same
Same
drip.
drip.
Same drip.
Yeah, man's wear the same chains. That was funny.
That
You
was
guys look
funny.
like the Spider-Man meme last night.
You know what cheesed me though? Was like I didn't think you were gonna wear it.
It's his birthday. Of
It
course
was
he's
his
gonna
birthday.
wear
I
it.
should have thought
Yeah.
it. But
Only
then we
special
also wore
occasions.
like black sweaters.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was both.
like,
they were
yeah,
both
there was-
popping
yeah,
the same way,
yeah.
so you
It's all
knew.
good, man. We're
It's all
vibing.
good.
We're
It's all
vibing,
good.
man.
We're vibing. Yeah,
We're
yeah,
good.
yeah.
But-
Yeah, so that was my week, man. That
Nice.
was my crazy night. I don't know how much money I spent. I gotta look at my visa, but
Don't
yeah,
look
my
at
girl
it.
got me the tables and everything. It was great. Man.
Yeah,
People
that's
had a good
lit.
time.
It was fun.
Yeah. It's a good place. It's a good spot. To
I
go
like
to.
it. It was the first time.
Yeah, like, think
First
about
time.
it. Like I'm thinking about what at this point in our our age and whatnot.
We don't wanna go to a club.
Where,
Yeah,
where are we
like-
gonna go for a
yeah,
birthday?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
where do you usually plan? You gonna have a post party?
Yeah.
You gonna have a goal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
So
Solid.
Yeah.
How was my week, Shaq?
Yeah.
How's your
We just asked, but that's fine.
I didn't hear it. My week was busy, and it was busy, fairly mixy. I've been going out
Yes.
since from Wednesday till yesterday. So Wednesday to Friday, I've
Yeah.
been going out every single night.
So Mixie Shack is back.
no.
Mixie Shack is
No,
back.
no. See, the
Yes.
difference is like I go out and I'm not paying for anything.
That's exactly why it's Mixie Shack. You're gonna have more.
Every
You
few
got
episodes
free
become
bottles for like no reason.
Okay, there was a good reason.
What was the reason?
Networking, trying to get my business. You know,
Okay.
that's what it's all about. At the end of the day. But Wednesday at work we had this like internal competition. I work at a media agency, as you guys know, so we all had different groups put together a media plan for a client from our Montreal office in an effort to go against each other, and the winner gets a free day off.
No, that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. 6 hours of my day. That's what we were doing. It was nuts. Like, we were locked in a room just doing that, and it
Yeah.
was crazy, very stressful, but very like it was good.
Yeah.
After that, we ended up getting drinks.
Okay.
Obviously, they paid for it.
Avi.
Thursday, we had this like huge party from one of our out of home, like if you ever see those like big billboards, projections and stuff like that. This company does that. So they had a huge party with like a few hundred people there. Like the first 500, I was telling you guys, like get tickets to it's the zoo where they have like art installations and like projections, and imagine like a winter wonderland style like fucking Nuit Blanche thing, but it's not whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I got those. Like people, they were giving out Cadillac Fairview gift cards, $25 on them.
Proper.
Gave away trip to Jamaica. You know, nothing, something light.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Just something like, whatever. Trip to Jamaica, it's fine.
Obviously, it was an open bar.
Yeah.
And then like in our loot bags, we got a full size bottle of Tito's. Shout out to Tito's. That's what we're drinking tonight.
That's
or
what we're
today.
sipping on. Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, and a bunch of other things. So like that's yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the vibe.
That's the
That's
regular.
the vibe.
That's
Your
that's
like
professional
it,
party.
like
Yeah,
we
parties.
yeah. I was going out, so like we did back to backs, and this was like something agency wide that we were doing more or less. That Friday came, and the day was done, and my director messaged me as the day was ending, and I'm like, fuck, what does he want? What went wrong? And he's like, no beer cart. I was like, I'm like sad face. No, too tired.
I got plans.
Yeah.
turning down alcohol.
So no, the week was good and very lit, and good work wise. So nothing really to complain about. I don't feel like Brandon, even though I've been drinking more, like over a longer span.
Longer
Yeah,
span,
yeah,
but,
But-
once again, I called it full send. presents my birthday.
You definitely full
send it.
You full send it. You
Had
full
to go
send
no
it.
house
Oh,
sense.
also,
Yeah.
I keep forgetting to bring this up because we're gonna have to do it one time.
Yeah.
There's this new bar in Richmond Hill called GSpot. Have you heard of it? Have you been there?
Ooh, the GSpot.
It's a Young and 16th, like right by Hillcrest Mall. It's called GSpot. Okay, it's weird name, but it like. I think they're trying to have like a cool place for young-ish people to go in Richmond Hill.
I like it.
All the food is $6.99. It's literally like a
like
warehouse
Queen
kind of
Suite.
vibe. But in Richmond Hill, like I
The
swear to God,
washrooms. The washrooms.
the washrooms are
The
glow in the
washrooms
dark.
with the lights?
No, they're glow in the darkish.
Oh,
What?
Yeah,
Damn.
there's like music videos playing through the whole thing.
That's definitely warehouse vibe.
Like after we're done potting when it's a later night, we should do that.
We should
one
do
time
that.
for
Let's
sure.
do this.
But yeah, I went there. Yeah, I went there.
Yeah.
With my boy Evan, who's also from Richmond Hill that I work with.
Yeah,
First
yeah.
person I saw was this dude that I recommended to go there who lives in Ajax.
That's
that I work
That's
with too. So I was
deep,
like, "What are you doing here?"
That's deep.
So that was lit. Like
Damn.
that's a nice option if you're a suburban youth like me and you don't
suburban
want to
youth.
go all the way downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good when you find those local spots, man. Like I did that for a Raptors game. I got to bring that out because Raptors season starts. But
really
I found a local spot like in my area that was pretty sick during the Raptors games, and like it was
Brampton?
No. Scarborough.
You're Brampton.
Shut up.
I don't know which side you ever reside.
Yeah,
I don't know what your schedule
I'm all
is,
over.
bro.
Specified.
I'm all over. I'm all over. But it's dope when you find like a nice local
Yeah,
spot
exactly.
in your backyard, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like days like today, like I said, I've been going back to back to back to back.
Yeah. Damn.
And I might like catch a vibe where I'm like, I wouldn't mind being out.
Yeah.
But there's no fucking way I'm going downtown.
Yeah. You don't want to
No
go
way
downtown.
I'm going downtown right
I
now.
can't believe I threw up on the door, man.
That's so
Oh
funny.
man.
So what do we want to go into music first, or we want to go into what do we have on this short little docket that we put together in 2 seconds? Like, let's just be honest.
It's been a lot.
Okay,
happening.
you did mention an NBA coming up, of course, but you can just really quickly talk
Yeah.
about Pascal Siakam getting the max.
Yeah, man. This guy
that was
secured the
intense.
bag, bro.
Bag.
This
What,
breaking
33?
news.
So what was it? What
Well,
was
it's
his
not
deal?
breaking
4 years, 130, 133, 131, I believe.
130, 130.
Million. That's crazy.
You said you were happy about the 4 versus the 5.
Definitely. Are you happy with it? Go
I'm
ahead.
definitely. I definitely think it's a better look for our team right now where we are, locking him up for the 4 and not the 5 because who knows how this could happen. He had that 1 year, but you don't want to be stuck with the guy who maybe that's where he caps.
Are you
right?
still not convinced? Because even if he caps here, he's still a max guy.
Yeah, no, he's a
Yeah.
max guy, but like at least we can transition a year sooner than.
But he's still young.
What about
Still
4 with
young.
a 4 with a 5 team option? Now, that's probably not ideal
not
for
ideal.
him, but
Yeah,
like
not at all.
that would be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, but I like this team. Like I like our setup right now, man. We got a nice thing going, and let's see if we can run it
Still
back.
nice
you know?
Nick Nurse-
Still nice and mix.
Nick
Was
Nurse
a-
calling
was a
out
little
mans.
tough on Rondé Hollis,
Bum ass.
Jefferson, and what's the other
Don't know
guy
the
name
win.
again?
Stanley Johnson.
Stanley Johnson.
For not playing D as hard
As other guys.
as those other guys.
Y'all niggas want to win? Okay.
I said D as hard.
Yeah, no,
You know what I mean?
He is decent.
No, but that was it had to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
you
I'm
have to buy.
happy.
You have to buy into the culture.
But as a
of these
fan,
guys.
you're just looking at it and you're like, yo, our Raptors are bougie and we have standards. We have
Right?
championship.
We have championship standards.
We have
That's what it
championship
is.
pedigree.
What?
We're a franchise that wins.
Right? They can't look at Nick Nurse and be like, "Oh, you're a first-year coach." He's like, "Yo, I got a ring."
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
What do you think about Brooklyn fans chanting that Pascal's overrated?
I didn't hear that.
I didn't
Yeah,
hear that.
so yesterday, while we were busy getting ton up,
Yeah.
they had a preseason game
Yeah.
against Brooklyn. I think we blew them out.
Yeah.
But Pascal was at the free throw line at some point. I'm pretty sure he even had
He's
a
gotta
solid
get
game.
You got to get used to that.
He
now.
got a solid game, but like the fans are chanting overrated, which I find really hilarious.
The man's
for
been playing
Brooklyn
basketball-
Nets
Brooklyn to
fans
be-
to
yeah.
be saying.
Man's been playing
it's a
basketball for
championship dude.
10 years. He's just like literally 10 years ago he started playing basketball. and
Yeah,
he's
like
at the point
26
he-
and 10 in the finals.
What the-
In the game,
Against-
in the clinching game.
Yeah, exactly.
Man.
But he played well in every series, so
Yeah.
he's not overrated. He shows up, you know.
But is there Toronto bias? Are we seeing this through like love goggles?
Nah, I don't think so. Because even like love goggles, the beer goggles. The rest of the leagues talk about this, man. Even like we talked about last time, but Kevin Durant talking about like Fred VanVleet and stuff. Like the rest of the league
not
knows
noticed.
about our squad. Like,
Yeah.
They know about Siakam. So
Basically, you're saying if you know ball,
yeah,
yeah, you know what's good, and
Yeah.
if you don't know ball, it doesn't
it
really
doesn't
matter.
matter. Yeah.
So I'm such a noodle today. You two are the opinion pretty much. When he got drafted, you're like, who is this man? Like, who is he?
Well, yeah,
See, I didn't know he was.
So I knew he went to New Mexico. I was only somewhat familiar with New Mexico because a couple Toronto guys were there. So
Yeah,
like,
Scarborough.
what's his name? Mullings,
Mullins, yeah.
Daniel Mullings, who
Yeah.
I kind of know, and
boy.
my brother's friends with his younger brother. So like, he was like really high on us drafting Pascal
Scarborough
Siakam.
Blues. Mhm.
Yeah. So like I knew I was familiar with him, but like you don't have expectations.
Yeah.
No, of course.
Like you don't have expectations for a Fred VanVleet or Pascal Siakam. This is like crazy.
Exactly.
Where they at right now, but yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, the Raptors are going to be at least third spot in the East.
You say
for sure.
at least 3 because I'm saying I'm saying 4.
I say 4.
Is at
I think
least
4. I
3
think
or
we're
4.
4 seed.
3 or
Yeah.
2 depending on how great the year goes.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
things can happen, trades.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But I just look at it because like we're gonna have to leapfrog Philly, and I don't think that's
I can
gonna happen.
I can see
Boston,
Philly. I
I'm
can
not
see Philly.
sure.
Boston. How are you not sure about Boston though? I feel like that's the one
Because
that
I feel
you
like
do.
Boston and Toronto are kind of in similar spots where like the seasons could go either way. You know
We both
what I
have like decent young squads, but
Yeah.
we have
Yeah.
young squads with like
mean? But we got some vets. We
With
got the
mature
vets.
vets
too.
and NBA champions. So come on now.
Exactly.
True.
Come on now.
True.
We the champs.
Yeah, come on now. Yo,
Uh,
you want to talk I mean the elephant in the room when it comes to ball this year? I mean this past week with LeBron.
Oh yeah. This guy unplugged my.
This guy
thing, so I
unplugged.
can't hear
This
nothing.
guy's
Thank you.
whack. It's in. We're in. We're good.
So you want to talk about China?
Yeah. All things China.
Again, can you refresh the people on this whole China issue? Because even though I've heard people talk about it and whatnot, and I know we have a little bit last episode.
Yeah.
What's the issue? Do you know or?
Yeah, I mean we talked about it last
was
week, and
It's a Hong Kong versus China thing.
Hong Kong versus China. So, basic summary is essentially. I mean, we talked about it last week, so I don't know if we need to deep dive into that.
No.
but
I just want like a general like okay if you.
Yeah. So Hong Kong is basically a separate state. They've been operating as like a sort of separate state from China. China has now taken control of it and has said we're gonna run you like we run the rest of China.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of crazy because China is like a totalitarian state and communism, all that sort of stuff. The big thing is over the justice system. Like right now, if you get locked up in Hong Kong, you go to trial, you go do the whole justice system like we have here. But right now, what could happen would be China takes over that, and China doesn't really have the same restrictions. So, for example, they could lock you up for something you didn't even do and give you like 25 years in jail.
Oh, right.
No
So it
trust.
is like
no
it's
freedom of
Yeah.
no
so it's
legal.
basically like general like Western freedom kind of ideals
Exactly.
versus China, which is very not that.
Yeah. So people have been protesting that for a while now. Houston GM Daryl Morey put out the message. He just said like I think it was
It was
Freedom
very
for Hong
simple. It was a
Kong.
very simple
Yeah.
and like it was simple and understandable.
He
if you kind of
retweeted
noticed it.
something. He
Yeah.
retweeted
yeah, he retweeted
But
something.
realistically, you on this issue, you probably shouldn't, I guess, because of I don't know. Anyways,
Yeah.
this is what LeBron had to say first time around.
We all talk about this freedom of speech. Yes, we all do have freedom of speech, but at times there are ramifications for the negative that can happen when you're not thinking about others. You're only thinking about yourself. So I don't believe I don't want to get into a word or sentence feud with Daryl Morey, but I believe he wasn't educated on the situation at hand, and he spoke, and so many people could have been harmed, not only financially but physically, emotionally, spiritually. So just be careful what we tweet and we say and what we do. Even though,
I
yes,
just
we
saw.
do
I
have
just see
freedom of speech
something in what he said
a lot of negative that comes.
after watching this another time. First thing he said, people can be harmed financially.
yeah. Why is that the first thing he says?
his money.
Right?
Because it's all money, man.
all
It's
money.
like it's money for the league. It's money for him through like LeBron. He has a lot of
him,
interest in
yeah.
terms of Nike and how much revenue comes from that side of the world. Anyways, so what did you guys think about this LeBron statement?
This is the first
one.
Listen, this
we
is
have the other
first-
one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first time I think he's made a mistake in this career. Like that's how good his career's been. You know, making that comment, you're pretty much speaking down freedom of speech. You know what I'm saying? And you know he has no idea what's going on.
But can you understand his perspective? Because I feel like his was, freedom of speech is cool, but like if all of this shit is at stake, maybe you just got to be strategic in how you do it. And I think this might be a better message if it was like LeBron and Daryl Morey and a couple NBA execs having behind closed doors, where it's like if he said this, it makes a whole lot more sense than if it's like his official statement on, what's really going on.
No, 100%.
I just think it was weird that like he was silent for a week. Like he had a whole
lot of
week
time to think about it,
A lot of time to
calculate
think
this.
about it,
Like,
and
like,
that's
maybe
when
the
he
team
came
should have
out
said
with-
something.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And it's weird because like LeBron's always been the one, especially last season with the whole like standing up against the shut up and dribble movement
Right.
that happened. he's so outspoken when it comes to social issues. So for him to sort of say that, it's like, really, man? Like, you're being a hypocrite. Like, you're speaking out of two sides of your mouth. You know what I
He's
mean?
pretty much telling the man, shut up and GM. Like,
Yeah,
it's the
yeah,
same
exactly,
thing.
exactly.
It's like the same,
right? Like
the same shit.
Yeah.
I didn't understand.
So at what point did LeBron say the second clip that we're about to play? Like, what happened in the interim?
So he tweeted out, basically he got ripped throughout media, social media after that. So he put out some tweets trying to explain his rationale. And then after the next, I think, preseason game or whatever, media caught up with him and he tried to explain himself further.
I feel like I talked about it yesterday. I tweeted out a couple of responses to people not understanding, you know, my knowledge of where it came from my brain and for me learning from the situation. I'm talking about it now, and I won't talk about it again because I'll be cheating my teammates by continuing to harp on something that won't benefit us. You know, trying to win a championship because that's what we're here for. We're not politicians. I think it's a huge political thing, but we are leaders, and we can step up at times. But there's times where I'm not saying in this particular instance, but you know, if you don't feel like you should speak upon things, you shouldn't have to. But we don't know the landscape of the situation if a week would have went by and then the tweet would have happened. It's easy to say, but we have no idea. So. You know, it was a challenging trip for all of us that was in China, and if you were not there, then you just can't relate.
So one thing that people don't understand is that China like has a big percentage of what they, you know, the money that all these players are getting is from China.
Yeah.
I think it's around,
And where the league is trying to go as
30%
well.
Yeah, exactly. Most, like, it's a really big chunk of money. So if anything were to be, I understand what he was saying. He's trying to protect everyone. He's speaking because anything he says goes viral. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
So, and he's sticking up for his brothers in the NBA and whatnot. But bro, like, you're telling someone else they're not educated about something, but you're not educated about it too. It's like,
I think that general thought of, like, if you are not educated about something, don't speak on it. And yes, everything that you feel you don't have to publicly address.
Yeah.
But I don't really. It's kind of disappointing to hear LeBron say things like, "We're not politicians, so we shouldn't talk about this."
Right?
Like the whole, like, I won't shut up and dribble.
Yeah.
Like that's his whole thing, right? That's
the
his
whole
stance.
thing, yeah.
So I don't know. I just didn't like this one. At all.
he just shouldn't have touched it.
He just shouldn't have touched
Don't
it.
touch
It was
man.
all good. Like, he could have just left it alone. Focus on ball. Focus on throwing lobs to, you know, Dwight Howard.
He wants to be remembered. Like, he wants to be a Muhammad Ali type figure. But
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah.
you're not, but I'm sorry, you're not going to be. Like, he's the man. We're all LeBron. Well, you're not a LeBron guy. I'm a LeBron guy, but he's not. He doesn't have to speak all over everything.
Yeah, and I even like people like I saw even Michael Jordan started saying something where he supports athletes speaking on behalf of issues where they feel like blah, blah, like they feel a way about. But it's just weird to see even Michael say that,
Yeah,
because
'cause he
he
never
doesn't say
did.
shit about nothing.
Never did.
He doesn't say shit about
Niggas
nothing.
are dying for his Jays. He never said anything. Never stuck up for them. He's Republican.
I believe it. He said, "Fuck them kids." Kids are dying over your shoes. Fuck them kids. Isn't it funny because you can actually see him in his Hitler
Oh, yeah.
mustache saying that?
Yeah, legit.
Wow.
what did he
Hitler
say?
stash?
His Hitler stash, especially with the Hitler stash. Fuck them kids.
I just
Cover
the,
art.
I just picture the dad jeans.
Ooh.
His style is
Yo, he
hideous.
was nasty.
His style is
He's
disgusting.
nasty. Like, he's
You ever see those memes where it's like LeBron's kid like playing ball and like he's killing it or whatever, and it's like, this is what happens when your dad's not spending summers gambling his off season away. It actually helps you
Paying
work out.
alimony and,
Yeah.
his kids are trash.
Yeah, his kids
at
are
ball.
super
One
trash.
went to
One of them
Illinois,
was
not
a
good.
walk on because he was Michael Jordan's son.
Yeah, literally.
Facts.
He did not care for
Literally.
his kids, dog. Yeah, Michael Jordan's a different story altogether. But
Still speaking of like some controversial shit, there's this Gina Rodriguez person that I have no idea who this is, but there's something about the N-word and I don't really understand. Wagwan.
Yeah, so Gina Rodriguez, she used to be in the show Jane the Virgin. Actually, I think it's still on, or might not be.
Okay.
But she was like the main star of that show. So there was a video that circulated on Instagram that she posted where she's singing a Fuji song, and she basically says, she's just singing the line in the song. It's like, niggas give me heebie-jeebies or whatever. And she rapped it. And
yes,
then,
Jules herself.
but she's like, she looks Afro-Latino. So
Oh, okay, it's different.
at first I didn't think anything of it. I was letting it slide. I'm like, yo, why is everyone so upset about this?
Do I have the clip here?
I don't know. Let's see.
I think it's all about the way that you use the words
What's
and
she
why
talking
you
about it?
use them.
Is
If
this
you're
her?
singing a song that your
That
favorite
is not
artist
her.
sings and it just so happens to
Whatever.
be
I don't care about people's opinions.
Man, it's got a random TMZ.
You just got a random TMZ
No,
video.
but the problem is that the headline says Gina Rodriguez singing N-word is fine. Oh, never mind. I didn't read the rest. Says Love and Hip Hop star Amara La Negra. Whatever. Who cares?
VH1 stars. Though.
Yeah. So I don't know. People were all up in arms because like apparently she said some controversial stuff in the past where like so she's Latina and has said that African Americans get privileged and more roles in America based on the fact they're black. So it's harder for Latinas.
So basically, she's saying niggas give me heebie-jeebies. Like,
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And like
She said niggas give her the heebie-jeebies.
that was the line of
That's
the
a lie.
song.
Oh, it's a song.
This guy don't understand. Anyways,
I don't. I'm trying to be educated on it. I want to hear it.
okay. So Gina Rodriguez, yes, she said controversial things in the past.
Yeah.
But this it only surfaced because of the fact that she said stuff in the past.
Yeah, exactly.
People are mad.
No one else would care.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
people didn't care, but it's because she said other stuff in the past.
So is this something that we should like no longer fuck with her? Is she racist?
I
Or
don't
is
know.
she
It's just- I think it's
uneducated?
one of
I don't
those
know.
things
I'm
where
just
it's like-
curious.
Yo, if people are quoting or saying like the N word in songs, like saying nigga in a song, do we get upset at that?
We've all seen Sheck West and little Caucasian kids say, like just yelling out the N-word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
But
Like where do we draw the
Yeah,
line?
man.
Like when is it is it a problem? Like I don't know.
that's a good question.
Okay, how about this? Do we draw the line here?
Would you the TMC drop.
One less lonely nigga. One less lonely nigga.
You guys don't remember this one?
less lonely
Who is this?
Who is this?
Yes, Jules?
One less
You,
nigga.
you guys don't know who this
If I
is?
kill you, I'll be part of the KKK.
Yo,
And there'll be one less
What is
lonely
this?
nigga.
Okay, that line is okay.
That's Justin
is-
Bieber.
What?
You guys
No,
don't
shut
remember
up.
that?
What?
You guys don't remember that when he was 14?
No.
What?
Yeah. This is
One
video.
less lonely nigga.
Yeah.
And
And
Usher still
joined the
back him?
KKK. This is the video that Usher saw. That where he's like, see the talent.
Wait, yo, this guy's such a dog, this is
What the
such a-
fuck is that?
Dog, what the
One less lonely nigga.
dog? What the hell? Yo, we gotta
Make
post
that
this
drop.
later.
Make that drop now.
We gotta post.
Anyways,
You gotta post that
we draw the
later.
line because once again, I see kids.
Where do we draw the line with
different.
Fat Joe? And then we cut it off
Well,
shortly.
that's the thing,
Just
'cause, like,
shortly
just
after
shortly
Fat
after
Joe.
Fat Joe,
They're like,
he's
that's-
just dark enough.
Is he
A lot of
cool?
them say like that's how they grew up. It's just the same thing when it came to the Yes Joel situation with it's a rapper. Anyways, dudes that he grew up with or people grew up with.
Yeah.
That's what they're referring to. That's what they're calling their boys, and that's what
Yeah.
they're calling their people, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I mean, I grew up like in my ends where like Tamil guys were saying this, and I'm like,
that's come on.
but it's the same. They grew up in that environment where the rest of us are just yelling out and saying that. That's how we talk about each other. So
It's such a weird,
it's weird,
word.
man.
weird.
Yeah,
It's because like it's so ingrained and intertwined into
Yeah.
pop culture and
Yeah.
into music and into like a lot like
It's the most controversial word.
and then we've turned such a hateful, horrifying word into something where people actually like it's cool to say.
exactly.
It, you know
It's
what
like
I mean?
Toronto slang, man. Like people are now getting upset when like Toronto slang is growing, it's getting popular, and people are like, "Oh, you shouldn't be saying words. You're not from the culture. Like you can't use these words." Like, I don't know, man. It's a word. Like,
People
I
are
don't
too
know.
quick to scream out appropriation, and I'm not talking about the N word, but I'm
Yeah.
talking about like like anything to do with like Toronto slang, where
Yeah.
people are like, "Oh, you're trying to be black," or "You're trying to be
Yeah.
Jamaican," or
Yeah,
"You're trying
yeah.
to be UK." When realistically, sometimes it just is like
It just
what you're
is.
seeing
That's
around.
what you see. Exactly. It's
You
how
saw
you
like
grow up.
there's a news story on it.
Yeah.
It was a city news or something.
I think it was City News.
It was
You saw
City
that?
News, yeah.
The city news was
Yeah,
awesome.
they're like, oh, it's like you might have seen people talking like this. It doesn't sound like English, but
We're
it
part of the
is.
culture.
I saw a video with they were taking the Maple Leafs and they were trying to
That was
get
a
the
bad
Maple
video.
Leafs
That
to
was
go
really
through
bad.
Toronto
Nazem
slang.
Kadri knew shit.
That
Did
was
not
bad.
know shit.
Disown that man.
He's like a
John
mandem.
Tavares.
A mandem. It doesn't mean anything actually. It's just a regular web level. I don't
I've
know.
never heard mandem. Never heard mandem.
Never heard mandem.
Never watched the leagues. So
Facts.
it comes to that.
Yeah.
But I do get very mad when I see like, especially the East Indian kids saying that word. And
Yeah,
referring to
yeah,
their friends.
it's like,
I'm
come on.
What
you're
about
not- you didn't
Navraj
grow up.
Beats?
He stopped saying it.
I know.
Oh,
Did he? I know
he's
he
your-
did.
He's
Yeah,
your,
yeah.
he's your
After-
leader. He's the ultimate leader.
He's the
supreme leader.
Supreme leader.
Supreme leader of what?
Listen to your supreme leader.
The bots.
East Indians. No, I'm just saying. None of the bots. Come on. I just
No,
think
he's the bots king. You can't. Come on.
no, but I do get very mad when I say East Indian. But a lot of kids that went in from my area, right, use the word all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't say anything about it, but but I'm not gonna. It's pretty annoying. It's
Why?
pretty.
Because there's more numbers.
There's more numbers, right? More numbers of them, right? But
You're
there's
outnumbered.
some, like, where do you draw a line? But the thing is, kids, like other kids, like black kids, they accept it in a sense.
I know,
too.
that's the thing.
It's, just
Like,
it's a new culture. That's
yeah.
That's where I have an issue sometimes where I don't feel like it's even going to be impactful for me being the guy in certain situations to be the one to be like, okay, listen,
Don't say that.
me, the one black guy you've said it in front of, even though you said it in front of who knows how many other people.
Yeah.
right.
I'm sure that it's not going to be impactful for me to be like, okay, listen, you got to stop that.
That's why I don't step in.
Like, mind you, I do let them know, but like, I'm not going to get into a whole deep dive conversation about it.
Yeah. I hear you.
What if your kids start saying that a lot? Like your person.
I mean, he black.
When you tell them,
I mean, you hope so.
Not a word you use. Well, so y'all, you guys saw the Joker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see it yet?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it the first weekend.
Wow.
The first weekend it
Good.
came
Good.
out.
Opening
So
weekend,
First
kid.
one.
Yeah, no, I saw it this week. Yo, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like, give this man all the awards, bro. Joaquin Phoenix, not Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix. Hey,
How crazy was it how they turned his laughter into a medical condition?
Right?
Yo,
I'm like, oh, this
there was
is
controversy about that too.
Yeah.
Like, that's
What,
crazy.
where they? I feel like some people were saying like they were leveraging and taking advantage
Some
of
people
mental
said that,
illness
right,
for the benefits of a great story.
I didn't
don't
get that
know.
at all, though. Like, I left that movie feeling more woke, if that's the thing.
I feel like it makes you sympathetic
Yeah.
to those outliers in society
Yeah.
that might be loners and not really
Exactly.
accepted and don't find it hard to interact and engage with
Yeah.
people.
Like,
I
some
found
people,
it, yeah, definitely as something that we see in reality. And so, like, from that movie, it applies to so many things in real life. You know what I'm saying? And I thought it was great. One thing I was gonna say before we get into obviously, when we saw Bruce Wayne and his parents die,
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne's a kid. How old was Joker in the real?
Okay, but, like,
No,
it's-
but it actually kind of, I don't know. You're the comic book
Like,
guy.
how
Like,
does it make
Well,
sense?
in the comics, like the Joker, I think is always slightly older because
Yeah.
there has been the backstory that Joker did murder his parents.
yeah.
Okay.
So, but the thing is, Joker's there's a comic book story, I think it's in Killing Joke, where he says that he always wants his origin story to be multiple choice. Like so it's
Wow.
like
So you want-
Joker's
wow.
fucked like that, and it's
Yeah.
also like his character's the only character that doesn't have a definitive origin.
That's
Batman,
true.
you know what happens.
Yeah.
You know, every other superhero,
know what
Spider-Man, Uncle Ben dies.
Yeah.
Like Joker is like, it's literally multiple choice. So they in this movie they took elements from a couple stories, put them together, and this is what you get.
I
And,
liked it.
Yeah, it was really
I
good.
liked it.
I thought character development definitely one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
He was on screen the whole time too,
Yeah,
which
the
is crazy.
whole movie, like, no
Once
breaks. Like,
wow.
yeah.
From the start to the end, that was crazy. So I told you that my movie, I don't know if I told you guys, but the movie we watched,
Your movie.
during our filming, there was no audio. So they
Oh,
restarted
yeah,
the
yeah,
movie
you were
halfway
saying that,
in.
yeah.
It was crazy, but altogether, man, definitely the best movie I've seen this year for sure.
Yeah, that was a really good drama. Like, it was kind of eerie too, and
No, it
like
was-
if
yeah.
it twists your mind, bro, because
Yeah.
you're like you're watching it like
Spoiler
wait,
alert! Wait! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Spoiler
Spoiler
alert,
alert!
spoiler
Please
alert.
fast forward about like 5 minutes because we're about to do that. If you have not seen the Joker, but
True.
shit, when you realize shit wasn't real,
Real? You're like, yeah, exactly. Like, wait, what?
That was fucked. That was fucked.
It's like Inception. Like,
Well, for me, it was also validating because
like
there was
the
a
girls
point in the
getting on the
movie.
sheets.
Yeah, exactly. That was the thing. There was a point in the movie. I'm like, Zazie Beetz would never.
facts. She would never.
She would never.
She would never.
This is not making sense.
This is beneath her.
My disbelief is no longer suspended. So once I realized that this guy's in his own world, when she walks into the living room of her own
Yeah.
apartment, he's sitting there. She's like, "Oh my god, who are you?"
right?
And I was like, and she's like, "You're that guy from the elevator." I'm like, "Oh my
Oh,
god,
shit.
this
Yeah,
guy has
that was-
been
yeah.
nuts."
I was legitimately scared. I was like, "This is fuck." I know Childish Gambino was crying somewhere, but nah, that was really messed up.
Like I thought it was really cool that like he laughed throughout the whole movie, but like it's not like you were ever laughing with him. There's a lot of times where
Right?
you were kind of sympathetic.
Yeah.
You're like, there were sad laughs.
Yeah. Yo, whose laugh is better, Brandon's or Joker's?
Yo, people were laughing outside. When we left the movie theater, people were literally laughing. Like,
Were they
people
trying to do the laugh?
doing that laugh?
bad.
Like, while people were walking around the corner was really scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, that movie was great.
Yo, he was so MAGA, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
super
yeah.
Man,
MAGA
so
too, bro.
super MAGA.
It was scary, bro.
Slender Man.
Yeah, the spine was
nuts,
poking out
Yeah,
his back. It was
disgusting.
nasty.
That was the best origin movie though I've seen from like it's DC.
Yeah.
DC, yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
it's crazy how DC does these one-off films that
Those
are
are better,
amazing,
though.
and then they try to do like this ensemble collection thing, and they can't do it.
They got to get the people who do Marvel to just Just hop over to the other side.
Yeah.
Just fix
Well, they
that,
did.
fix
They-
that universe
they-
real quick.
they stole
Fix
the
up
guy from, James Gunn. Yeah,
Well,
so-
yeah. That's good.
We'll see what that looks like. Yeah.
Fuck. I had a point, and then you signaled me to go on. Fuck.
No, go ahead.
No, I don't remember. I just don't remember no
You
more.
did now.
We could talk about another clown.
Yeah. Let's talk about another clown.
Tekashi 6ix9ine. You like
Yo,
that one?
Can I drop something real quick?
Go for it.
So shout out to my boy Tim at work. I know he'll probably hear this on, so we'll talk about this at work. Yeah. So he comes up to me yesterday at work. He's like, so yeah, my daughter, he has two young daughters. Like I think they're like 7 to 8 or 8 or 9.
Right.
And one of his daughters wants to go as Tekashi 6ix9ine for Halloween.
You show a picture of Shaq?
So or Donald Trump. She kind of
Ooh,
wants
she's
to
controversial.
Yeah. She mixed these. So shout out to Tim and his
I
girls.
can give her my the wig that I have.
Oh my god, that costume, that Black Joe Dirt, whatever the hell
Black
you
Trump.
want.
That was Trump when it was
Did you
fun.
go whiteface too?
What the hell? No.
Right? Did you go whiteface?
Is whiteface offensive?
That's a good question.
We had
I
this.
think so.
We had
Is
this
whiteface
conversation.
offensive?
Yeah.
Resident
Cameraman
white.
says no.
Yeah, cameraman says no.
No. All right, we're good. Go for
Well,
it.
so we're good then.
You're free.
Let's do it. Yeah. Should I be?
Yeah. But Tekashi's really influential to these kids out here.
Is it
man.
just because he's such a distinctly looking person, and it's not even like he's made music long enough, like where he's relevant other than the whole trial?
Yeah.
He's a good costume. He's
I guess.
a good costume, and he makes good music.
He makes good music.
He makes good music.
All right.
Does he not make good music, Shaq?
Does he not make good music?
Does he not make good music?
I like it.
I think it's
I
alright.
like it.
It's
Yeah.
all right.
The hell?
He's but he's we were talking about this earlier. Showtime is gonna have a 3-part docuseries with Tekashi 6ix9ine called Supervillain, where it's gonna be the life and times of Tekashi 6ix9ine.
I would not be watching.
You know you're gonna watch.
Are
it.
you interested?
I'll watch it.
Like realistically,
I'm gonna
are you
watch it. I'm
it?
gonna watch it.
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
Yeah. That'd be interesting. When's he getting out? Do you even know?
It could be very soon, and it doesn't sound like he's going to be in any kind of witness protection. He also apparently got like a $10 million record deal.
Yep.
It sounds like he's just trying to keep the momentum going.
Ride that fame, bro.
But he can use this to his advantage and actually like.
No, he has to though.
I mean, he's got to pay lawyer fees and everything too. So
That's
Damn.
nuts, man.
Damn.
This guy's how old? 21.
Yeah, he's still very young.
You think he gets shot on sight by someone?
I don't think
he's
people
safe,
want
you
to kill him like that. I think if he goes to certain places, his life is threatened. But like if he goes away from those, I've said this before.
Yeah, he's got too much heat on him. I think he's good.
All right.
Like, man, that comeback's gonna be crazy.
I'm actually looking forward to it. He's coming out soon. I'm actually looking forward to it. What about Bobby though? Bobby's coming out soon.
Bobby
Right?
Schmurder's out.
Bobby, Max B, we got
Yeah,
some
yeah.
good
I know
jailbirds
you're
coming
big.
through.
Yo, when's Vibes? Yo, free Vibes.
Vibes is never, but he doesn't have to get out to give you that content.
Not care, man.
Oh,
Did you
man.
guys see Joe Budden roasting? Not even
Roasting,
roasting. He was
roasting.
doing a breakdown of the lyrics from one of Logic's songs that he has with who is it? It's ASAP Rocky and French Montana. Something about strip club or something like that.
Yeah.
So this is the funniest shit.
So good.
And I'm not sure if it's just because Logic specifically is trash, or if you just break down any rapper's lyrics, it sounds like
He hates Logic.
bad.
He hates Logic so much.
She said she ain't never done no shit like this before. I said, I know you ain't but girl, just let it go. I'm finna flow, I'm finna catch a flow. Like, whoa. Get your ass up on the pole, let your worries go. She said, hey, Gazelle, word to Yeezy, my shit's breezy. It's too easy.
It sounds like spoken word. Yeah.
It's too easy. Do you think that like Logic specifically is trash?
No, man. Like, yo, someone needs to.
As a
I'm
fan
telling
of
you,
Logic, I guess.
I'm not a fan of Logic.
You're just like him. I'm joking.
Wow.
I'm joking.
I don't even know what he dressed like. I just know the glass. He's like, I'm not.
Shout out to Wise Up Apparel. Screw you.
Shout out to
yo.
Wise
Shout
Up.
out to Wise Up Apparel.
We're all kind of in some local gear, which I do
Yeah,
appreciate.
Shout out to the T-Dot brands. But yo, what if you take like pump it up and like do that to like we should do that.
Okay. Hold on, let me.
Let's see if we can find pump it up.
Find the
lyrics.
pump it up lyrics,
Shout out to Peace Collective. You see the jet. Another Toronto.
and then shout out to Hadako.
Hey,
This shit's
hey,
popping.
okay,
I mean,
okay.
Hada means
You
now.
didn't even
in,
watch baseball,
Mali.
and it's got all baseball.
Yeah,
logos.
guys come up to me and they're like, "So this is," and I'm like, "I have none of them. I don't know.
What a waste.
I have no idea."
What a waste. What a waste. Shop like Shaq.
Sometimes you just wear shit because it's good. Okay, I got Pump It Up. You ready? This is really profound shit. Pump, 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 pump it up.
It's got
Pump.
It's got stuttering.
Pump. It's okay. Let me skip the pumps.
All right,
Yeah, let's skip the pump.
Okay.
Get to this.
Just Blaze in brackets.
Ah.
Pump. Pump it up. We gon' do it like Look, pump it up if you came to get it crunk with a dame and shit that's drunk. You came to get it on.
Niggas be saying anything,
Yo,
man.
what is this, bro? And
More
this is
than
like his last
5
song.
O's in your bank, then get it on. Roll up like that stank and get it on. Slank that fitted on. Came to get it on.
I like that you added the accent too. I like it.
If I say on, it sounds horrifying. I can keep going. You want another bar?
One more bar.
Okay. Hold up. She want work that, twerk that. Then again, let me hurt that, murk that, till you gotta hurt back.
Wow.
What?
Can't
He
spill
went-
it out.
Me
Boo.
too? What?
Yeah, right?
Whoa.
Right? Hashtag me too. What's going on out here, bro?
He's incriminating himself.
Whoa.
Oh,
Let me deep dive into it.
I feel like that should be like
He
a
can't do
weekly
that.
thing.
He's a megastar.
Man, Joe, that's
Joe
not it,
Budden.
bro.
do you
Is that
think
the
if you
only
take,
song I know from Joe Budden?
you don't know? You're not,
No,
part of the mood
no,
music.
The only song that people actually know
Yeah.
is Pump It Up. It's
That's
crazy.
it. That's it.
More than that.
Speaking of new music,
Yeah.
segue killer.
Whew.
24 Hours had a new album that dropped, and I'm not going to highlight the album because like it's okay, but like I don't think it's really worth talking about really.
Good.
But he has a collab with DMX on there,
Really?
and I don't know anybody who has the DMX collab.
Who's looking for clean DMX right now?
Right?
No, DMX actually checked into a rehab
Rehab,
because
yeah.
he said he just wasn't doing so well. It wasn't like a relapse or anything, but yeah. But here's that. It's just random that I thought 24 hours got it.
Don't tell nobody.
Not with the hype.
I think
Did you just say, does DMX think he's Bizloke or does Bizloke think he's DMX?
What kind of take is that, bro?
Let's just go to the dog. Where's the dog at? We've got the Grumbles. He's coming in soon.
I was born a dog, that's how I'ma die. In the bed with a bad bitch, dick to the sky. Some things never change, I'm just one of them. How many bitches you think I love? None of them.
Spicy. Yo, DMX has had the same flow like from the start of time, bro.
Nothing.
Consistent
changes.
20-year ad libs.
Yeah.
Come on. What?
That's,
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's checking for. I'm not checking for DMX. But the one thing, wasn't he the one that had that crazy concert with like thousands of people?
That was DMX.
Yeah,
I know
that's
that's the one
DMX.
thing that
I don't know
keep
where
remembering
he
all the
did that,
time.
but it was in front of the whole world as far as I
crazy.
saw what that
It's
means.
crazy.
He's
Yo,
got a
he
crazy
was
career,
on
man.
top at one. Well, not
I know.
on top, but like
He was
I
the
know
one.
he was
He
there.
was the
He was
one.
there.
There was supposed to be a tour with him. I don't know because he just checked in, but
Yeah.
there was supposed to be a tour with him. It was Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah.
And I think 3-6 Mafia. I'm not sure if that's what it was, but there's like it's a crazy show that was supposed to
They
happen.
can't
I'm
do
not
that
sure.
now.
Maybe a little
Isn't
break.
one of the guys from Bowling Thugs like dead or locked? No, still in jail, I think, right?
Yeah, but like it's a team effort. You know?
Like-
Next man up.
I think it would sell.
Next man up.
Next man up. It's fine. Yo, speaking of new music though, Gucci.
Yeah, that's funny. Pastor Govey told me about it. I didn't even know about it.
Who are you?
Right?
Oh, he like
We
I,
traded
like I
places
was
for the
saying,
weekend.
I follow Gucci on IG, so he should have told me.
You don't like healthy Gucci.
What do you mean?
Facts.
Of course, I love.
He
health.
says that.
I
He
like
has a
Grimy
line where he
Gucci.
says that, yo.
What?
He says something about people think he fell off because he lost weight. I can't.
So what's
remember.
what's your song on this? There's only 13 songs on here.
I like the song with Kodak.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
what
Pee Wee
song?
Long Way. We got Takeoff. We got OJ the Juice Man.
Yeah,
came
yeah,
out with
yeah.
Trap.
OJ the
Man
Juice
up, man
Man.
up.
He got a song with Quavo, obviously.
Yeah.
And of course you gotta throw the baby, and we did play that Meg Thee Stallion song. He has
Yeah.
and Lil Baby. Where is that?
It's a solid like 13 songs. You can bang through that. Like I listened to it at the gym. I was like, yo, it's actually pretty good.
It's
yo.
better than his usual like 50 tracks.
Yeah,
per,
don't give me that. I don't want that.
we want quality, not just quantity. Here's the Big Boy Diamonds by Kodak.
Big boy diamond. On that big boy stepper, on that stepper. All my steps calculated on that stepper, nigga. Remember that, I'm the one that's stepping, nigga. I'm a step, one thing about me. Big boy diamond, ice on me changing the climate. She like the way I be vibing. this ain't a grill. Ice on my
That's a vibe.
TK is permanent. Bought a new gun and I dirtied it. I'm a burglar and a murderer. Try me. I'm a burglar and a murderer.
Yo, the best
Try me.
part
Big boy
about his did you see the cover?
Yeah.
It's him getting a massage,
Yeah.
smiling while on the phone, and like a butler holding glasses behind. It's a pretty interesting cover.
Just want to live that life.
It's
Yo.
really like
Like-
his best life.
Yeah, yeah.
The funniest clip of him is him in the Blue Lagoon.
What's the Blue Lagoon?
You remember Gucci Man in the water and like, where is he, like Iceland or something
Yeah,
like that?
yeah.
That's
What was
the
he
funniest.
doing? Did
Just
he say
literally-
Burr?
I can't remember what he said.
Did Gucci Burr?
The Gucci Bird. Oh man, I think that was it
That
for new
sounds good,
music.
though.
There was some new music, but like,
Yeah, not like
not nothing crazy.
the only music I'm really waiting on is a Dave East project that's coming in November.
This guy loves
all
Dave East.
Dave
man. Oh my
East, all
gosh.
day.
If this is a flop, it's over for him.
No, 100%,
Facts.
100%. I agree wholeheartedly. His music, his acting career might just take off
Yeah,
more
he
than
might,
his,
he might become. Yeah,
Because I heard he's okay with his exhibit.
He's gonna be in the
He'll
new
do
Exhibit.
exhibit after he's done Method Man.
I feel like, okay, listen, I'm starting to feel like Future's just gonna drop something out of the blue, like a
But
random.
those,
before the
those
year
guys
ends.
they do that.
Looking forward to that.
The people that like we know are dropping typically aren't like the the big
Yeah.
ones. Like Kanye has been supposed to drop. I don't know what's going on, but
Yeah.
Segue Killer.
Hey.
I didn't even mean to do it.
right. I was just
Didn't even mean
we
to
were
do
right
it.
there. We were right there.
Kanye doesn't like sexy Kim,
Nah.
or he doesn't like Kim to be too sexy.
Yeah. But wasn't he at first trying to
Reflex.
dress her sexy in the beginning?
Wasn't she like naked? Didn't she have like a nude book?
And he said like,
He said,
do that.
"I love-"
like, yeah.
He's a
This guy's weird. Bro.
Anyways, this is a little clip from their argument that I guess I'm assuming, and I have no idea because I don't watch the show, but
Yeah.
they must have a new season that's coming out
Probably.
between
There has to
Kylie and Travis
to be.
breaking up,
Yeah.
and then this whole clip of Kanye saying I don't like.
They're
you
the
being
most
man
successful
called it,
mafia in the world, man.
This guy called it.
They're the
Chris
most-
Jenner, you called her like puppet master?
No, she's literally the what did I say? She's the best like facilitator of everything in the world. Like she the biggest mafia is the Kardashians.
Okay, well listen to the clip. Let's see if it's if you think it's authentic.
Now say that you're not into me wearing a tight
You
dress.
are my wife, and it affects me when pictures are too sexy.
On Sunday night's episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians,
Oh, I guess it was a new episode.
Kanye surprisingly admits to having an issue with people gawking at his gorgeous wife.
Of course, it's like a formal underwear. It's hot. It's like it's hot for who though?
So like the night before the event, you're gonna come in here and say that you're not into a corset bag.
I mean,
Yeah.
Damn.
What do you think?
Damn.
I've
think?
never
Like-
willingly everything from the Kardashians sent to me or I've seen is against my will. Everything has been against
Against your will.
I
It
don't.
just happens.
Yeah, I'm like you. I don't willingly seek out Kardashian content.
I don't care, man.
I don't care.
But you do know when like a new season's coming around when that
Facts.
big happens.
Also,
Rise
though,
and shine.
another part of that clip that they didn't show is that she was saying that basically because you're part of this journey that you're on, which is this whole like I guess Sunday service and spiritual shit, which by the way we were told he was trying to copyright it or something. Was it copyrighted? He was trying to trademark it.
Yeah,
and
he was trying to get his own
actually-
church and like I think he wants his own religion or something. I don't know. It's weird, man.
The cult of Kanye.
Jesus.
Do you think? So they, basically, she was saying because you're on this whole journey and I'm not on this journey with you, it doesn't mean that like I've got to now adjust myself.
Yeah.
More or less.
It's just I don't know, man. It's weird because like again at the beginning he was like, "Yo, flaunt yourself. I want you dressing like this." Like I feel like he even styled her at one point or said he did. Anyways. So it's like.
Was she doing all
What's
this stuff
changing?
too before? Like I know we know about the sex tape,
Yeah.
but like before the Kanye period, was she like being all
Sexy? Yeah. I think that's what made her huge. She was like the biggest thing on Instagram. I think this is all fake. I think it's all stuff.
okay?
Yeah.
I think
Real
this
life
is
question.
this is all
related
for
to
content.
y'all's.
I knew.
I think this is
You gotta bring it back home.
I knew.
You
I
gotta
was
bring
like,
it
here
back
we
home.
go. Here we go.
This is all fake.
Here we go.
Have you ever had that conversation with Bae? Like you looking too sexy. I don't know. I'm not
I
comfortable.
feel like you'd be really whack to do that. To be
Yeah.
honest with you. Like,
Yeah.
I-
Nah, I never
why-
had that convo.
why?
No. I just, bro, that's her. It's her. Let her be herself. It shows more reflection on you being insecure.
Yeah.
If you're telling your girl, I don't like you wearing that.
Plus, you also got to know who you're with too.
Uh-huh.
Like I know, for example, I'm not just saying this because she's sitting right there, but but like I know Ashley wouldn't go out and dress like the way Kim Kardashian dresses. Like you know what I mean? So it's like it's not even a thought that crosses my mind.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, if you're dating someone that's Instagram model or this and that, like you kind of got to know the territory and know what lane you're in. Like you can't try to change someone.
Exactly. So
to
imagine
fit what
you
want.
imagine
Yeah.
let's just rewind before you guys get engaged and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Gets all the way. Yeah.
Yeah. you know her IG is very provocative, mad bikini and body pics, and then you guys have now been dating for a while. Maybe now at this point you're engaged.
Yeah.
You have this conversation like, listen, I don't want you to post pics like that anymore. Are you out of line? Because there's already been that level of expectation and acceptance to what she's already been doing.
It's true. You kind of set that. Yeah, you gotta, I think, accept it at that point.
Bati's out and everything.
Yeah. Yes, both cheeks, man.
Both cheeks out.
Not just one, left and right.
Give them half.
Yeah.
Nah, you have to go up to your girl and be like, come on, like, man's gonna be thirsty about that. Like they're gonna.
But they were thirsty before, and you didn't say anything. So like saying something now, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You make a stance. You stick to it. Of course, you're on that, right? As soon as it happens.
Yeah. I also feel too. It's like, at the other end of it too, as though it's like she's a mother, she's got kids, this and that. Like there's also that
being a role model.
Is that something that like
so you're talking about like her growing into, like, I guess being a mother and her kids growing up and all that, and being having somebody to look up to. Maybe she might, like, there might be a valid point that she has to turn it down.
There's that other argument that could be made too. You know what I mean? But I think that's a conversation you got to have from like the start.
What about the feminist perspective of her expressing her individuality?
Yeah.
You gotta support her. Just don't put up 2 pics of your body. I'm sorry, a picture.
One cheek, right cheek. Yeah.
Don't do that.
Especially if it has BG tatted on it.
Exactly.
But she's going around showing people. I'm like, I still don't have a problem with it. It's fine. Do whatever you want to.
Yeah. What about you, Shay? You didn't answer the question.
Yeah, you didn't answer the question.
Okay.
I think as long as like, I think in the beginning part of the relationship, maybe the first few months or so, you're setting the precedent for a lot of things. Whether you're talking about how somebody's going to dress, whether you're talking about frequency in terms of how often you're going to message each other, how often you're going to see each other, like what's acceptable in a lot of ways, how you guys talk to each other and communicate. So I think when it comes to like years later, married, couple kids, you can't just come in and say, okay, listen,